Growing up in a traditional Chinese family, I believed one simple rule. If I couldn't do something perfectly, I shouldn't do it at all. It sounded responsible. It sounded disciplined. It even sounded like the right way to succeed. But it took me more than 30 years to realize it was the very belief that kept me from trying. I'm not here to blame my parents or my teachers. I truly believe they wanted the best for me. But children absorb messages differently than adults intend. I remember bringing home a test with a score of 98%. Instead of hearing, "Great job," I would hear, "Next time try to get those extra 2 points." Getting 100% earned praise. Getting 98% meant there was still room for improvement. Mistakes were corrected immediately. Teachers could spend an entire class going over every mistake on an exam. I remember one time my son brought home a journal from school. His spelling was almost completely inaccurate and his grammar was far from perfect. But instead of correcting every single mistake, his teacher gave him a sticker because he tried to write and express his ideas. That moment really shocked me. The students everyone admired were the naturally smart ones, not necessarily the ones who kept trying after they failed. Failure wasn't seen as part of learning, it was something to avoid. Without realizing it, I slowly built a belief. If I'm not going to be great at something, maybe I shouldn't do it at all. That belief followed me into adulthood. I constantly felt like I wasn't good enough. I didn't think I deserved better opportunities. I delayed projects I was genuinely excited about because I kept telling myself, I'll start when I'm better. I was afraid to make decisions, afraid of making mistakes, afraid of being judged, always waiting for a future version of myself that was somehow more capable, more confident, more perfect. The ironic part is, I was considered a smart kid growing up. So as an adult, I kept asking myself, if I was so smart, why wasn't I living the life I imagined? Eventually, I realized something. The problem was that I had stopped trying. Because trying meant I might fail. And failing felt unbearable. That realization hit me hard when I was 35. It felt like the foundation of everything I believed suddenly collapsed. Many of the beliefs I had carried since childhood no longer made sense. This was the first one to break. I'll share the others in future videos. And honestly, it hurt. For years, I thought perfectionism would make me more successful. Instead, it made me avoid living. I stopped doing things because I loved them. I started doing things because I wanted approval. I wasn't living my own life anymore. I was performing for other people's expectations. Realizing that was painful. It's strange when something you've believed your entire life suddenly feels like an illusion. But sometimes pain is exactly what forces us to grow. I've spent months, really years, trying to unlearn this belief. Doing something imperfectly teaches you far more than imagining yourself doing it perfectly. Progress comes from showing up before you're ready. This video is part of my journey to break this belief, the belief that perfection is the only path to success, and to slowly build a new version of myself. So if you're carrying a belief that's been holding you back, I hope you'll have the courage to question it.